Hi everyone, this is Laura Campagna, the Wednesday Witch, and I'm here with your tarot forecast for Pisces season. We are at the beginning of a Mercury retrograde through Pisces, and so we know that this isn't going to be a smooth swim through the beautiful waters of Pisces. Pisces is the conclusion of the zodiac, so we can think about every sign as being a little bit of a modification or a correction of the one before. And if Aries begins the zodiac and is commonly associated with the first house, Pisces has a lot of significations and correlations with the 12th house, which is the house of karma and the unconscious and the womb that we were all gestating in before we began life. So it's a deep time, and it's the end of winter, so we've had 2 months to kind of percolate and gestate and think a lot, and now it's time to kind of start moving and start getting the energy changing to prepare for the big wheel of the year change of season. It's coming when the sun enters Aries on March 19th. So we start with where we've been. This is the Two of Swords. A lot of us have had to kind of come to accept things in the wake of the Saturn-Pluto conjunction in January, and winter can definitely just be a time when things are the way they are and you can't really change them. The earth isn't moving and everything is still, so it's really about dropping into that stillness and finding the peace. And the Two of Swords peace card in the Thoth deck has that lotus in the middle that's allowing the swords to kind of come to a rest. And it's such a relief when the things that we've been battling, we can just kind of lay down our swords and be like, all right, I'm not going to fight this anymore, even if I maybe want to. So we also, this is where we are in the moment, we also start Pisces season with Venus and Aries, and I feel like the Princess of Wands is a really wonderful example, illustration of Venus and Aries, because she's passionate, she's engaged, she has her magic wand, she's dancing with a sexy tiger, and she's totally like feeding the eternal flame. We have some references to the asteroid goddess Vesta. And, you know, she has her booty out and she's not ashamed. So I think that there was a lot of debate and talk about essential dignity in the astrological community and what it means to have planets that are in signs where they aren't at ease or they don't have all their power in the usual sense. And I will say that as someone who has planets in places that are very challenged, when you don't have access to traditional power, you create your own power. You find power in things that society says you're not allowed to be, to have access to, or to be powerful in those ways. And I think so much of this astrological revival is about people who have been marginalized and oppressed and cut off from their power, really finding a way to take it back, identify it, use it constructively and skillfully. That's a lot of what Venus and Aries is about. So we're starting this Pisces season really engaged with our passion, with our spirit lit up, and not compromising on what we want. Our challenge is the Ten of Cups. Okay, our challenge is to find satiety and satisfaction in with what is right now. And again, it's a little bit about where we've been. Can we just let this moment be enough? Can we have gratitude? Can we see the things that are difficult as struggles that are actually helping us because they're keeping us low to the ground, not in a sense where we're being pushed down, but more in the sense where we're staying true to our roots and we're staying humble and that actually can lead to a lot of gratitude and simplicity that leads to true happiness. So always a good challenge with the Ten of Cups. And our final outcome is the Death card. Okay, no need to fear here. The Death card is so much about cutting the strings of the past. If you see the scythe, the sickle is just like coming in to release us and free us and liberate us from that which has been keeping us energetically drained by keeping us connected to things or people or situations which are no longer supporting our health and growth in the present, or no longer even in the present with us. So much of the pain that we carry in the Pisces regions is about things that like happened before, that were maybe impressions or emotions that didn't get fully digested. So there's a really beautiful opportunity in this month to let go. And you know, Mercury retrograde has a lot of correlations with it's really like a dance between the solar and the lunar, and humans for the last few thousand years with patriarchy, we're just so uncomfortable with the subconscious, the darkness, the things we can't easily make sense of and sort. And so when Mercury retrograde plunges us into that more lunar part of our minds, it's really disorienting and can be scary and can bring up things that we're like, I would rather not see this. But also then we get to bring it up to the surface and to start to work with it consciously, and that can be so freeing. There's so much energy that can be released. The 12th house is called the house where we meet God, because when we can approach the things that have been off limits and stuck and start to heal them, it's transformative. It's just amazing. And I really feel like, you know, things that one thought, oh, I will never be glad that I experienced this, I think the 12th house can be a place that changes our relationship to those things and those feelings and those topics. So it's incredibly powerful. And our bonus card today is the Knight of Cups. Yay! The Knight of Cups is on a journey to find the Holy Grail, to find spiritual enlightenment. And guess what? He did it. And I think this is saying that seeking is good if what you're seeking is truly within yourself, and that finding is glorious if it brings you closer to the divine and to the truth in your own heart, and that is available to all of us this Pisces season. So I hope you all have a really wonderful time. I hope that if it's confusing, it befuddles you in the best way and leads you towards new adventures and new awareness and new awakenings. And I look forward to seeing you all when the wheel turns again in the spring. Okay, bye-bye.